Wow.
When that door's open, it's like,
I'd like to call to order this regular meeting of the Council of the Village of Chase held here at the village office and via Zoom today, February 25th, 2025 at 4 p.m. I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Councillor Stevens, Councillor Torbon, all in favor? That's carried. 3, adoption of the minutes. Councillor Herman, Councillor Connaught. Any discussion? All in favor? That's carried. 3.2, minutes of the February 18th meeting. Councillor Stevens, Councillor Torbon, any discussion? All in favor? That's carried. We have no public hearings. 5, public input on current agenda items. This is the opportunity for members of the gallery to provide input on items on the agenda. And there is a chance for the public to speak at the end of the meeting too. So would anybody from the public like to speak about anything that's on the agenda? Is there anybody on Zoom, Mike? So that's a no? Is that- That's a no, nobody?
Nobody.
Okay. 6, no delegations. 7, reports. And I got mine written down.
thank you.
My report is February 14th. Councillor Herman, the CAO, and myself met with Jim Cooperman regarding an article he was writing about Chase, which is now published. He did a great job. It was just super, and thanks Jane and Joni for your help. February 19th, I went to the regular Legion General meeting. Hamburger nights are going from $12 to $15. February 20th, I went to the inaugural THRD meeting. Later on in the day, I went to the regular TNRD meeting. The interesting part about that one is they announced BC Transit staff will be at the March 28th Committee of the Whole meeting. That'll be interesting. February 21st, I went to the TNRD Committee of the Whole meeting. Superintendent Jeff Pelly from Counts appeared as a delegation. Later on that night, I attended the Inter4 grad fundraiser game. And the interesting part is we know Inter4 is there, but to actually see the culture, because all of their workers and everybody was there and just sitting into the stands, you could actually feel the spirit of Inter4. I thought that was great. February 25th, the CAO and myself attended our regular monthly meeting in the Finiskon Chief and Council. We shared our strategic plan, mentioned the Shuswap watershed meeting. That's going to be held at the community hall on March 5th. The chief brought up the issue of a youth center in Kamloops. We also discussed wildfire prevention opportunities between the two communities. And later on today, the CAO and myself contacted CPKC regarding extended train stoppages, and they are looking into it and will get back to us on Thursday. Councillor Connaught.
Council meeting on February 11th, in-camera meeting, and budget meeting. And then met with COP, Citizens on Patrol, and invited out to a beautiful dinner with them. And that's my report.
Councillor Herman.
February 11th, regular council meeting. February 14th, as Mayor Lutso said, CAO, Mayor Lutso and Jim Cooperman and I got together. February 18th, special budget meeting. February 21st, I also attended the Inter4 grad hockey event, and it was really, really good. And I agree with you, Mr. Mayor. I think that we need to harness that somehow. I did not know all of those people who were there, and I didn't know how they all connected and knew each other, and it was really a neat event, a really fantastic event. And February 23rd, I attended the Chase Heat banquet. And that's it.
I missed that on mine, didn't I?
Yeah, cause that was just last night. Nope, night before.
Yeah, I missed that. So February 23rd, I spoke on behalf of the village at the Chase Heat Hockey Banquet, yeah. Councillor Stevens.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On February 11th, I attended the regular meeting of council, an in-camera meeting with council, and also the monthly recreation society meeting. February 18th, I attended the special budget meeting of council. February 21st, participated, well, I attended via Zoom, the TNRD committee of the whole meeting. February 21st, I toured the arena to gain a better understanding of the facilities, maintenance needs and structure. I met with local business owners and a representative from a nonprofit organization to discuss, their hopes for the village of Chase in the future. I regularly reviewed reports and emails and engaged with residents via phone, text, and social media to address inquiries.
Thank you, Councillor Torbonne.
February 11th, council meeting and in-camera meeting, February 18th, budget meeting. And review agendas, monitor emails, consult with staff and take inquiries.
Okay, thank you. Need a motion to receive for information. Councillor Torbonne, Councillor Stevens. All in favor? That's carried. Number 8, unfinished business, 8.1 cents net wildfire detection technology. We had a memo from the CAO. Is there anything else the CAO would like to add?
No, Mr. Mayor.
What's Councillor Herman?
I move that the Village of Chase does not pursue the SenseNet technology for fire start detections on Scatcherd and Boise Mountains north facing slopes, and that other avenues for fire risk reduction for those areas be pursued by the Fire Smart Coordinator.
A seconder, Councillor Stevens. Any discussion? All in favor? It's carried.
We should, say why, I mean, they should say this is the cost of it. You know,
Yeah, we had
there's no way
discussion.
that we can
We
afford it.
had discussion.
Yeah, I know, but there's people that maybe never heard it.
9.1, letter from BC Farmer Market, request for support. We did get a letter from them. What's council's wishes with that one?
I'll move that
Councillor
council,
Torbonne?
I'll move that council write a letter to BC Minister of Health, the Honorable Josie Osborne, to urge the provincial government to continue funding the BC Farmers Market Nutrition Coupon Program.
Yeah, second, Councillor Herman. Any discussion?
Yeah,
Councillor Con.
what's the nutrition coupon program?
Through to the CAO, do you have any?
From what I understand, Mr. Mayor, through to Councillor Con, that basically it assists, it's a program that provincial government has funded in the past, and it helps people who need to use the food bank, for example. They get coupons and then they can go to the farmer's market and buy fresh fruit and vegetables when they're available. So it's basically a subsidized program for people that need some assistance.
Perfect.
And if I can add to that too, it really helps promote our farmers market, and it helps promote local farmers.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah,
perfect.
kind of works for everybody.
Well,
That's what I-
Councillor Herman?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing, and I heard that they had it last year here,
Mhm.
and it was very successful, and people were really looking forward to getting those vouchers to go and get fresh.
and if I didn't ask that
veggies.
question, nobody'd know about it, right? Just
Councillor
like the
Con?
other one.
Yeah,
Anything else from council?
No, I don't have any more, thanks, sir.
All in favor? Thank you. No, good discussion. 10, notice of motion. Anybody have a notice of motion?
Next week.
Okay. 11, opportunity for public to speak on municipal matters. This is an opportunity for members of the gallery to provide input on any municipal matter. Would any of the two of you just name and address?
W.D. McKenzie, 29 Beach Crescent. I missed last week's meeting. You're saying that you're going to get a printout of other villages and what they were being charged for utilities. Can we also put on that, if they're like, we're charging a minimum for, water and sewer. Do other villages do that? And we're also, are they running a deficit or a positive on their utilities? Where are they running? Like, if we're gonna compare our villages, that would be nice to know too. And I was wondering the previous meeting about, what we were charging. I don't want to sound too sarcastic, but for air, since I paid $19 for water, $15 for sewer, and $35, I'm assuming, for air, because I didn't use any, I used only 15 cubic meters of water. Was that going to be, are we able to figure out how much this village is paying for product not being used? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, it was,
Name and address, please.
pardon?
We just need your name and address so we can write it down.
My name is Tom Macasey. I live at, number 15, Montview Trailer Park. What I'm wondering is, how much progress you've made on, addressing this noise barrier situation for the residents along the highway here, if any.
Can I pass that on to the CAO?
Mr. Mayor, I can just say to council and to Mr. Matesi that all of the information that you send to us, we send directly to the ministry staff. And so you've got Jenny Lyons' contact information. Everything that comes in to do with any of that stuff is highway stuff. And so we send it straight on to the Ministry of Highways.
So you guys don't do anything about the noise mitigation?
It's not an issue no, it's not an issue. I know council has talked about it before briefly, I think probably about a year ago or so. But it really is a Ministry of Highways issue.
But we should be able to say something, or hopefully that, I've asked maybe if our representative Stamer could come and have a meeting with us and stuff like that, and I'm certainly gonna bring it up with the friggin' noise, and there's no need for it.
Okay.
What and maybe he can take it back and say something to them.
Well,
I agree with you, it's a bloody brick wall you're beating your head against.
well, yeah, absolutely. Like, I phoned right there, like I sent emails right to the EBA, several times. And to what the hell his name was there, the Minister of Safety and Transport there, Farnsworth. I sent emails to him, I sent emails to every bloody person that's, got anything to do with highways. And they finally told me that they're not gonna reply to any more of my emails. That was, Greg Jones sent me that email. Well, no longer reply to any more emails or questionnaires from you, boom. So, I haven't said anything, I haven't been able to do anything since, 6 or 8 months ago when he sent me that email. And I think that's pretty frickin' rude, when you can't express your own opinion, they just cut you right off. And that's total crap. And another thing here, like, I'm sure all of you, I don't know if any of you looked at when they did this noise evaluation on my trailer. I'll just let you have a peek at that. What do you see as the noise average here? There's 75, there's 80.
Not very far apart, is it?
Okay, so there's 75 right there.
Yeah.
There's 80, and your average is like 77. That's my 77 decibels for 24 hours at my trailer.
And that constant bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, and you know what they come up with? My decibel average is 71.2. So they just said, kiss my ass.
That's exactly what they said. Yeah.
So I phoned BKL, I said, who the hell sets these parameters up for the noise? Oh, he says, we got nothing to do with that. He said, and Jennifer Fraser told me, Yeah, that's BKL that sets this up. And they says, no, Ministry of Transport sets the noise metric. And then they can just, I can have cannons going off behind my trailer every 5 minutes, but because it averages out over 24, the highest and lowest points, that's perfectly safe for me. Now, how do you justify that crap? Tell me. You know, that's why I'm here asking you people to step in and do something. Like, I've asked for them to lower the speed limit, to keep the speed limit at 60K. No, never gonna happen. Then I asked them to do something about putting soundproofing on that cliff across from the trailer. That wasn't there before, that's bouncing all the noise back into the trailer park. Forget it. We don't have the money for that. Yet in this other memorandum, there's $2.275 million allotted for noise mitigation. That's soundproofing for your trailers or noise barriers or whatever mitigates that. And that's all these memorandums that I gave you guys. I'm sure, I don't know if you had bothered reading them or not. So, and then there was like, oh Christ, what the hell else did I do here? So, I don't know, they just shove it down here, you know, forget it, you know, they're not gonna do nothing. Because they control how you measure the noise. I asked Jenny Lyons, I talked to her, I says, oh, are you gonna use my trailer results, my noise results from my trailer for your baseline when you do the rest of, when you do the end of project measurements? Well, your trailer was, noise level was tested during construction, so it don't count. So that report that I just showed you there, Colin, it ain't worth a pinch of coon shit, you know, basically. Because they control the metric. They develop this metric, not for us, just for them.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So, with all you guys fighting for it, there's nothing is gonna happen for the residents here. And I'm getting frickin' tired of fighting it and not getting any damn help. So now I got an appointment with Wade Stamer, or Ward Stamer. Finally got an appointment with him, and I'm gonna tell him what the hell's coming down and how they're screwing me.
When you're talking to him, ask him if he'd like to come and visit with the village council.
I already asked him to do that. And he wanted to do that last year before he got elected, and apparently the council told him to go piss up a rope because they weren't gonna give him no space to have one of them meetings, a town hall meeting. They refused him a town hall access. So, I don't know if it was the council or whoever the hell, but
Here,
yeah. He says, I tried to get a town hall meeting, they says, no, we don't have any room for you.
oh, I think I know what that was.
Pardon?
I think I know what that was. It wasn't a meeting with council at the time.
No, it was a
Yeah.
town hall meeting.
It was
They wanted us-
all candidates thing.
Yeah, and they wouldn't give him a place to do that. So, but anyway, he's gonna let me, you know, he's gonna look at all this crap and corruption that I got and, see if he can do something, but he basically told me, he says, you're just pissing off the rope partner. Not
All you
gonna
can do is
happen.
ask him. All you can do is ask him.
Well, I'm gonna,
Yeah.
you know, like, I've asked for the reduction in speed limit, I've asked for like, you know, just even for a barrier along that trailer park, 200-meter barrier, and I explained that to all them guys that I like, Fraser and Jenny Lyons and all the way up the line there, just give me that, I'll get out.
It's not just there, it's right Cottonwood up. It's, you have those apartments, you have housing there, and
Oh,
it's
there
all
it is.
noisy. Yeah, it's all down there, and they've got the same thing in that.
Yeah, but they don't, at least, they're below the damn traffic, I'm right there, it's just like,
Oh,
bang, right in my face.
Jake Brigg
You know?
quits right at their place.
Yeah, my kids won't even, my grandkids won't come out and visit, they're too loud over there, Grandpa, we don't wanna go over there. Like, you know, this is all like, this is total crap, man. And I don't know why you guys can't jump in and do something, like, that just boggles my mind. Are you not here for the people?
The only thing I would suggest is, they're on our property, tell them to get off. Take your junk and crap and get out of here, and maybe they'll say, well, what's the matter? They're over by the cemetery, they're on a piece of property that belongs to the village, they've got all their piping and crap on it, tell them to get the hell out of here, and, maybe we can talk.
Well,
Maybe that'll work.
And don't you have like a sanding, pile of sand and all
That's
that?
not the village's, no.
No, that's not the village's?
No.
Oh, I thought that belongs to the village, yeah. I mentioned that before to them. So I just don't, honestly, I don't know where the hell to turn, like, you know.
Counselor Stevens has a comment.
Are we allowed to make a motion right now?
No.
No, okay, I don't, maybe this doesn't need a motion, and it can just go up for discussion for right now, but maybe we can look at, because you're right about this, the dollar allocation for sound mitigation. And you know, like, I don't recall why the speed limit couldn't be reduced to 60 kilometers. That actually wasn't answered for us. And I just wondered, like, just to reduce the capacity on staff, if maybe we could have staff reach out to highways, for highways to provide staff, to provide us with a report outlining exactly what they've done so far and what they plan to do in the future, and then we can analyze that, and then we can have a look forward. I think with some like legitimate advocation between the five of us, with Ward, and I mean, you know, I think with just good advocation here, I think we can get a result, and I just don't see why we can't come to some sort of resolve here with that sound. I don't know why we can't, but anyways, for discussion anyways, thank you.
So you're saying to get together just about sound mitigation for that, I mean,
Yeah, something like that, just like maybe like if highways could provide us a report, just kind of what they've done and what they plan to do in the future, and then we can have a look at that as a council and decide next steps. But I really feel like with just some advocation between us and the provincial MLA, we could get a little bit of traction together, because our voice is pretty big, and with the MLA, and you know, I think we could get some good work together.
Counselor Torbaum.
Like with the noise for the drilling there, you're not gonna get anything done about that because that has to be.
I'm not interested in none of that, I'm interested in traffic noise,
Yeah,
period.
and the traffic noise, as far as I'm concerned, it was there before. I worked on the highway and I know what it was like.
Well, it was 60
There's always a certain amount of traffic noise when you have a traffic, that traffic noise was there before.
That's a given, I
And
agree with that.
the trees are missing though.
The trees are
That's a
missing,
big
but
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
still.
that is a big issue, it's nothing but bare rock, and it's like this now, it just comes
Yeah.
back.
I think at the end of the day though, I mean, we have to see where the project is finished and see at the end of the day, because that noise, as long as the construction is there, you're gonna have noise there.
Okay, let me tell you something. When I moved into that trailer, the project hadn't started. The traffic, speed limit was 60K or 80K, and then they slowed it down to 60 while the construction was going along. And the first year that they stopped the construction, they raised the speed limit to 80. And I noticed it right away, and I was on Jennifer Fraser's case immediately. I said, what the hell's going on here? And that's when they did the noise test on my trailer, because I could notice that 20K raise in speed. It was like, I'm still wearing earplugs at night in my damn bedroom.
Well, you can complain about the speed limit all you want, but they're not gonna reduce the speed limit to 60, I can tell you that right now. That's on a major highway, and just because somebody wants a speed limit at 60, they're not gonna do it. I can tell you that right now, that they won't do it, because they have criteria for major highways as to how they set the speed limits.
But if you squawk long enough,
And
maybe they'll give it to you.
just because one person complains about the speed limit, they're not gonna go out and do everything for one person.
Well, why don't you guys get a petition going? You guys know all the people around here, put a petition up, that would about 500
Well,
people.
to be quite honest with you, I don't have a problem with the speed limit. So,
You're not living by the highway, are you?
no, I'm not, but.
Well, that settles that question, doesn't it? And then they're gonna raise it to 100K when the project's done.
Probably,
And what is that gonna do for the noise limit along the highway?
it might be less noise,
Oh, absolutely,
because it'll be
yeah.
gone faster.
And pigs will be flying next year too, I'm sure, you know?
If you say so.
But there's another thing that
The
you guys.
big thing is getting a sound barrier, whether they're doing 100 or 60, that's what we want, is a sound barrier.
Yeah,
So I don't agree with the traffic and that, I live down there and I can be in the schoolyard with my dogs and the semi will be going by and you could hear them, as soon as they hit that no post, that's a sound barrier, it's only this high, well, off the ground, say if this was the highway, but it makes a difference. The sound from those tires completely goes way down, so they need a sound barrier. Speed limit, to me, it doesn't mean anything, but it's a
well,
sound barrier.
I went to Fraser and I went all the way up, and or in my emails to Evie and all that crap, you know, and I said, like, just put them retaining wall blocks and 5-foot blocks, I said, just put them 3 high, along the 200 meters, and he won't even do that.
Oh, they won't listen to you.
You know, and that cost about maybe 60 grand, cause I went and priced the whole damn thing out for the concrete, contractor, right? And it would cost about 60 grand for the installation and the blocks themselves, you know? So it's like,
And so, Tom, we were kind of thinking of the village maybe meeting with the highways, cause we've just been letting staff do it. So maybe, because we're just wondering like when they're gonna open up that access, right? So we might be looking into actually the council having a meeting with them, just to find out where they are, like when's their anticipated timing of opening it up. And we can bring up any topic at that.
well, I appreciate you doing something,
Yeah,
but like,
so we can do that.
another thing you can do, and I'm sure it's in your purview, I mean, you own the town, do you not, eh? You can tell her, or whoever the hell there is in charge of the place in the sensors, put one sensor beside my trailer, since it seems how they won't use the results from my test already. Put one there, put one on Brook Drive, and put one at Wendy's, at the Cedar place. Insist that they put sensors there, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna put one sensor along the road, and they're gonna shove another one 200 yards away from the road, and then they're gonna average it down and say, sorry, you're safe, no problem, no noise, it's all okay.
That's exactly what they'll do.
Yeah, well, I know, unless you guys fight for it.
We will, if we have a bloody meeting with them, we can't order them to do it, but we can
But,
ask
you
them.
know, like, insist on some of this stuff, you know, like, maybe soundproof that damn cliff across from the park. They can spray that with whatever, hang massey, all the damn rods are in there for, shale prevention or rock prevention, you know, falls.
Yeah.
They can put they put matting up there, that'll absorb a lot of the noise, instead of bouncing into the trailer park,
Yeah.
you know, there's ways and means to get around this crap. All you guys gotta do is do it. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So no in camera, we have nothing to release from in camera. Motion to adjourn the meeting, Councillor Stevens, Councillor Corbon, all in favor? It's carried, thank you.